The secret to growing a successful YouTube channel is to build trust. And for me to build trust with you, I've got to show you some of my credentials. And as a journalist, I've worked as a freelance journalist, but I've not actually been directly employed in a newsroom. I've worked a lot on the streets, essentially. So I've picked up quite a few things. I don't have a degree per se. Not that I'm going to show off or that matters, but what I do have is a lot of souvenirs from my time being a journalist throughout some of the trade shows that I've gone to over the years. And I'm starting off, what I'm wearing right now is the Plants vs. Zombies. It's actually the PopCap staff shirt from E3. I don't remember which year specifically. Whatever year before it came out. And underneath that, just to add a little bit of my touch, I've got the High Times Cannabis Cup shirt, long sleeve underneath. It goes all the way, it's a full shirt, it's just longer sleeve. It's all white, minus the sleeves and the High Times logo. So, I'm going to show you, that's some of the stuff I've picked up. I've picked up a lot of stuff. I'm not going to show you all of it. Some of it I don't even have anymore. Some of it I've sold, trade, gave away. Some of it is, it's very dear to me. But, first off, this is my first business card that I wanted to show you. And this is as simple as it gets. This is as cheap as it gets. I don't even remember what I spent for these, for like $500, $1,000. I don't even remember how I bought. I still have some, still. I don't remember when I bought them. I quite obviously moved on from the street. I have a house, a room in a house at least. There is a house, so it's not just like a room. But so I'm going to show you some of the press passes that I have. I've been going through a lot of my stuff, and I haven't really found everything yet. But I've got a collection here of different press badges from over the years that I've. Some of them, if it's a major event, I've scalped some of them. PAX Prime is a good example of that. I should probably not say. Maybe I'll edit that out. Think about that later. But and a lot of them they'll come in these holders where I've got a few other different press type things that I've saved. You get a lot of these holders. I've given some of these out too when I'm out on the road. One time specifically, it pops in my head is at EDC, the Electric Daisy Carnival. I was there with the photography pass, and the photography pass I might have here to show you, but it was pretty flimsy, and so I gave one to one of the reporters there, or one of the working cameramen, whatever you want to call them. This is the E3 press conference wristband to get into the EA press conference, for E3 1 year. I've worn it quite a bit because I kind of liked it. It's the Sony PlayStation for quite a few years ago, their press conference. There's a couple other ones I have with those, but I try to keep them cleaner than that one. That one, they all say mostly. They're pretty the same. Blue stripes and greatness of weights. They're pretty good quality, though, wristbands. Media Link was one of the Hollywood parties I went to at CES in Vegas. We've got, this is the historian badge, or wristband, I apologize, from EDC. And you'll see on this side it has the little scannable chip that they embed in there. You can see the number on that chip, maybe. But it's actually pretty cool that they let me put this thing on, so I could have given it to anybody. It was really strict to get it, though. When you go to, for example, EDC, when you go to get one of these, it's a lot different than when you go somewhere else. I have a High Times one somewhere. I don't know where I have that. It's probably in my secret collection, too. All of the badges always come with lanyards. And so I've got a variety of different lanyards that... These are some of my favorite. I had a Team Hybrid one, but I gave it to a friend who bought me a lot of weed when I needed some. Not bought it for me. I paid for it. I paid for his too, because I'm a nice guy. But they're Team Indica, Team Sativa. They're from Leafly, from the marijuana conferences, and they've on one side have the hashtag, and then on the other side have the all the different strains if you can't see them. And they have these collectible pins that go with them that you go around like Pokemon in real life. You go collect things. Some of these brands, I don't even remember what they were. They were most likely marijuana or gaming conferences, tech conferences. This one was actually a pretty cool one too, from E3 2015, I want to say. But it's Super Mario Brothers 30th anniversary, so all you gaming nerds can get pissed off that I did not know the anniversary, but I still have cooler shit than you. And Sony. They also, at a lot of trade shows, they give out some of these things. I've given so many of these things away. I'll give out more if you guys ever want any, but the Google Cardboard, little business card versions of them. Another thing, if you're ever going to trade shows and you want to think of, there's a lot of garbage that you can pick up. I throw away so much shit, it's ridiculous for the environment. But if you look for things that are like USB drives, a lot of companies will put their marketing materials on these things, or PR stuff, you never know. And any kind of, memory cards, things like useful things. I was going through some of the other stuff to see what else I had. I had some free vape juice, speaking of useful things for me. I'll be doing more things on vaping later, but for now, know that I've already had a year's worth, I've got another year's worth of free shit for vaping, free vape juice, that I need to start using instead of paying for cigarettes like an assorted. This is my clearly unfinished copy of the biography of Robert Platshorn, who was one of the premier marijuana, most notorious, richest marijuana smugglers, who was caught back in the 80s, I believe it was, 90s, or did it over the 80s and 90s. But anyways, I met him and he signed a copy of his book, The Black Tuna Diaries, which, as I've already reviewed it, but I've only read about half, a little past half to be clear. But yeah, it's a great book. One of the things I picked up, one of the nice meets. I've met a lot of people. I'll do another vlog on that. Another thing that came up when I was searching through my stuff was the Fable Legends capes from E3. I got to try that game out. I want to say it was 2014, give or take. And I got the red and the black because I decided to play twice because they needed another player. I can't remember why I did it the second time. They talked me into it. I normally do not play something twice. There's so much stuff I don't even play once, so playing something twice at E3 is kind of fucking stupid. But yeah, that's my credentials, some of the things that I've picked up over the years during my travels. Over the next couple of videos, hopefully I'm going to start releasing these more frequently, get some more editing done and things into them. But I'm going to show you around some of the stuff I've learned as a journalist, writer, freelancer, whistleblower, activist, manager. I was a paper boy as a kid. I've done a lot of things. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy some of the stories I have attached to some of the things and enjoy some of the things I walk you through and show you on my new YouTube channel that is actually years old and will probably be more years before anybody watches this. However, hi whoever, I'd say hi mom, but she's like probably the last person that's gonna watch this. But unless it's on the Food Network, maybe I'll start fucking writing recipes just to get into her fucking head. But yeah, enjoy. My name is Brian Penny, and see you soon. Thanks for watching.